Hey, it's Base from BaseFit Official, and behind me on the board I have written down the most important things that you need to know about building muscle, because there are only 3 ways that you can possibly build muscle, and they are on the board behind me. Alright, so let's get to it. Go heavy is the first thing I've written. Scientific terms, mechanical tension. So you want to go heavy. The first part of 3 ways or techniques that you can use to build muscle is to go heavy. Now this differs between beginners and advanced. Beginners being less than a year of continuous high quality training. Advanced being more than 1 to 2 years of continuous high quality training. Excuse me. Beginners want to stay above 8 reps max. So the heaviest you want to go is 80 to 85%. Do no less than 8 repetitions. That's the highest you want to go for the first year of your training. For advanced, I guess, trainer, you can afford to go down to 1 repetition, but with 1 repetition, the main adaption is neurological. So what that means is it's not muscular, so you won't be breaking down muscle tissue effectively. I would recommend 4 to 8 repetitions, the heaviest that you go if you want to build muscle as an advanced person. So here I have written high sets, low reps, 80 to 85% plus for advanced, less than for beginners, and rest time 2 to 5 minutes. Very important to maintain form and allow adequate rest for maximal power output. So the first thing is going heavy. The second thing I've written is go long. That'll make sense in a minute when I explain it. So go long. Scientific term, metabolic stress. Metabolic stress. Now this is like when you feel the burn. When you're in the gym, people say, oh, I feel the burn. It hurts. It's the buildup of lactic acid, CO2, like all of the metabolites that your cells create during like a movement. They all build up because the blood flow is halted pretty much when you're working out. So you feel the burn, and the burn is metabolic stress, and that is a sign of kind of your muscles building. You could also call it like the pump that people refer to when they go to the gym and train. So this is equally the same for both advanced, beginners and intermediates. I'd recommend using equal to or less than 70 to 75% in order to get like the burn. That is kind of 12 to 20 repetitions. Low sets, high reps being 12 to 20, and rest time 20 to 60 seconds. Now this is very short rest periods, and that's optimal for multiple different reasons, one of which being high repetitions with low rest periods has been shown to increase your anabolic hormones such as testosterone and growth hormone, that type of thing, but there's multiple reasons why it's 20 to 60. So that's the second thing. First thing, go heavy. Second thing, go long. So I said I would explain why go long. So go long as in like go a long time under tension. So 12 to 20 repetitions, that is a long time to be moving the weight, and you'll get that burn. Also worth noting for the go long or the metabolic stress is that this is where kind of most of the gym techniques and stuff kind of fit in. So agonist supersets, so doing 2 exercises back to back for the same muscle, doing drop sets, doing half reps, 1.5 reps, doing things like 21s, which if you don't know is a lot of people do it on the biceps, and that's doing 7 reps for the bottom half of the motion, 7 reps for the top half of the motion, and then 7 full reps. If you do that, you will feel the burn, you'll feel the metabolic stress in no time. So that kind of fits all into metabolic stress. Go slow. So again, this is different for beginners and advanced people. For beginners, going slow means controlling the weight, specifically on the way down. So you want to control the weight. So I would say 1 to 2 seconds, one would be like 1 1000, 2 1000. So if you think about doing a bicep curl, you curl it up 1 1000, 2 1000. That's quite a lot. That's going proper under control. So going slow, sorry, the technical term for that is muscle damage, but going slow is easier to remember, so controlling it down on the eccentric portion of the movement. Which leads me on to the advanced version, would be eccentric training. So beginners want to just go down for a count of 1 to 2 seconds under control, but eccentric training is what advanced people might choose to do. I'm not going to go too much because it's out of the depth of this video, proper eccentric training. If you're advanced and you want to know more about eccentric training, send me a message privately and I'll be more than happy to have a one-on-one with you explaining all of the intricacies about eccentric training, because it really is fantastic for kind of that deceleration that you need when you're running, sprinting, all of those type of athletic type movements. So I've written here, if you can see, eccentric training. You can go advanced, which I won't talk about in the video, but you can contact me separately if you want to know about it. And yeah, beginners control the weight for 1 to 2 seconds, less than 80% of your 1 rep max. And I would recommend kind of sticking between the 8 and the 12 rep kind of zone if what you want is that muscular hypertrophy. And if you haven't ever really paid much attention to the negative of the movement, controlling it for 1 or 2 seconds, you will be sore after a few days. So be sure not to do this for the first time kind of a few days before like a competition or a game, because you'll be sore for about 7 to 10 days. That is absolutely brutal. So the 3 things that you have, well, the only 3 things that will build muscle, the only 3 things that will build muscle is mechanical tension, going heavy, metabolic stress, going long, going for that burn, that pump, and muscle damage, going slow on the negative, controlled on the eccentric portion of the movement. And for advanced, obviously, you have your own way of programming proper eccentric training. You can contact me separately if you want to know more about that. Super interesting stuff. So I hope you've learned something in this video and are able to attack your training in a more specific way. So instead of just going to the gym and doing some random stuff, you can pick a particular repetition range, a particular weight, a particular tempo, and know that you are attacking a specific goal, building muscle. Train hard. See you later.